7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stop tweeting.
Welcome inside TD Place in Ottawa, Ontario, the nation's capital of Canada, for playoff soccer in the USL as Charleston Battery come in town to face off against Ottawa Fury FC. Gordon Smith alongside myself, Tyler McDonald. Thank you so much for joining us here on this Wednesday night and a midweek matchup, a playoff matchup. Both these teams playing on the weekend, and we'll have to look forward, if they win, 2 games down the line this weekend.
You know, you throw your regular season record out the window, you throw previous games against each other out the window. It's all about performing on the night, who can step up, who can get the job done and move on to that big clash against your number 1 or number 2 seed coming up this weekend.
For Charleston Battery, it's going to be the leader all season, Zico Lewis.
He leads the team in goals, assists, shots and chances created. And when you get into these big type of games, you look to your leaders, you look to your players that have given you the chance all season to win games, and he's someone that could be a thorn in the side of the Ottawa Fury if Charleston Battery are to win here tonight.
For Ottawa Fury FC, they're going to need this man to break out tonight. Haji Berry up top.
A big signing that was brought in midway through the summer to score goals for the Ottawa Fury. 6 goals out of 14 games on the season. Bit of a slow start for him, Tyler. He's slowly but surely started to gain footage here in Ottawa, and I think when you start looking at the bigger picture with players along Christiana, Francois and Moore Sam getting a lot of attention tonight, I just think Haji Berry might get enough space to be a match winner here tonight for the Ottawa Fury.
Nothing better than playoff soccer here in the nation's capital. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, Graham Ivory and AJ Jackback will be on the call. This is Ottawa Fury FC Soccer.
This program brought to you by Gabriel Pizza. Gabriel Pizza, home of the bigger, better pizza. Now available online at GabrielPizza.com.
I waited till I was 49, 4 months short of my 50th birthday to start. Wish I'd started a lot earlier. Just start. The first step's the hardest. It's never a direct route to get there. What better investment can you make? Because without health, we've got nothing.
All right, everyone got everything?
Let's go.
I have to go pee.
All right, okay.
All right,
Okay.
Here we go.
Wait, Dad, hold on. Something.
Okay.
All right.
I need my pillow.
Christopher!
No. You can't take that.
The brand new 3-row Subaru Ascent. The perfect family SUV for your mostly perfect family.
There are 8 million kids in Canada. By the time I finish this sentence, 6 of us will be cyberbullied. By the end of the month, 1 million. Bullied. We're not okay with that.
Welcome back inside TD Place. AJ Jackback alongside Graham Ivory. It is the first Ottawa Fury FC playoff game since 2015. I know some people wanted to say it was their first ever, but they were wrong. It's the first since 2015. Graham Ivory, you and I were part of that. Enjoyed those calls against Minnesota and the New York Cosmos, but it is their first in USL and a chance to go into the Eastern quarterfinals here today against either Pittsburgh or Nashville, depending on what happens in the North Carolina FC Birmingham result. But here's the starting lineup for both of these teams here today, and we start with the visitors, a team that's been in the playoffs 12 straight years, all 9 years in USL. Joe Kosminski, the American, in goal. A back four of the Grenada International, AJ Patterson at left back, Jared Van Schaik and Taylor Mueller in central defense, Kyle Nelson at right back, Kotaro Hagashi in midfield, the Japanese midfielder, along with the Honduran Angelo Kelly and American Nico Rittmeyer. And up top, it's Nick Daly, the Jamaican under-20 international, Arthur Bosawa from South Africa, and Bermuda international Zico Lewis, who led the team in scoring with 7 goals over the course of the season. For Ottawa Fury FC, it will be maybe their best 11 of the season, with Canadian international Callum Irving in goal, a back four of Obasi, the Englishman, and 3 Canadians, and Nana Decorah, Thomas Meyer, Gare, and Karl Howarth, the captain. Valfal, the German, Charlie Ward, the Englishman, and Canadian Chris Mennella in midfield. And up top it is from Guinea, Hadji Barry, from Senegal, Mor Sam, and from Haiti, Cristiano Francois. So this has to be the best 11 we've seen all season for Ottawa, just because Hadji Barry wasn't here at the start of the year. When he arrived, Mor Sam was injured. When Mor Sam came back, Cristiano Francois was unavailable. So this is as good as it gets from Ottawa, but a real test against a playoff-hardened side like Charleston.
Yeah, look, a team that knows how to play in the postseason, the Charleston Battery, up against definitely the best-looking starting 11 for Ottawa Fury FC. And talking to general manager Julian de Guzman prior to the match tonight, he is absolutely thrilled. He said, finally we have these guys playing together in the front three. So it should be a very entertaining 90 minutes, perhaps more, in front of us here tonight.
All right, underway here at TD Place. Charleston moving right to left in this first half with their white kit, the black shorts and the white socks. Fury in their home black and red with the black shorts and black socks, and they're moving left to right in the opening 45 minutes. As the ball comes to Callum Irving in the Ottawa penalty area. Launches it into the Charleston half. Should mention the referee and his assistants today. It will be David Barry, the referee. Assistants are Andre Pickler and Shawn Hornsby. The fourth official is Yusri Rudolph, as Ottawa wins a throw inside the Charleston half. Karl Howarth will get this into play, but it's headed away and launched forward towards the halfway line.
Howarth, one of 2 Ottawa players who were part of that playoff run back in 2015. Second available on the bench tonight in Jeremy Gagnon-Lapare, as he was part of that 2015 Fury FC side. Howarth, the only player who's been here since day one and has since amassed over 160 matches in Fury colors.
Fury in possession as it's played wide on the left by Valfal to Onwo Obasi up top towards Hadji Barry, and he's able to win it away from Kyle Nelson. Good battle here, and this will go out for a Fury throw as we've played 2 minutes 0-0.
Onwo Obasi, who's taking the throw here for Ottawa. This is career match number 96 in Fury colors.
Here's Valfal ahead towards Hadji Barry. Trying to cut inside Nelson. He lays it off into the middle, but that is broken up. Good defending by Jared Van Schaik. He was in the right spot. He'll launch it near the halfway line. Header won by Nana Decorah. And it's played all the way back to Callum Irving, edge of the 18. Plays this into the Charleston half, but the offside flag is up against Cristiano Francois.
Right idea by Haji Bear as he cuts inside onto his right foot and then looking for more Sam across the box. Needed a bit more pace on that delivery to find Sam. It was intercepted, but good heads-up play, and we'll see how those two link up here this evening. And want to send a special congratulations to Moore Sam and his wife on the birth of their daughter, Safitu, who was born on Sunday. So congratulations to the Sam family on the new addition.
Well, that was, I don't even think he was trying to put that on target, or maybe he was, Kyle Nelson from distance, but certainly the first shot on target. And Callum Irving had to be sharp just to come across and ensure it didn't go in near post. 0-0, fourth minute. Some good work at the back from Nana Decorah. Plays it ahead, Karl Howarth. Trying to feed Haji Berry. Good first touch to Moore Sam, but maybe should have gone forward with it. Now they're calling a free kick and a foul against Val Foul. I'm not sure about that. Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the finest leagues in the world. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com. Here's Haji Berry again as Fury regained possession. Moves it forward, and that's intercepted by Mueller. Comes back to Kosminski. Here's Taylor Mueller. Bossy flicks it on. And good challenge there. Nana Decorah with Nick Daly creating some havoc up top. And Nana Decorah had to be aggressive and certainly well-timed to ensure he got that right.
Well, since kind of becoming a mainstay in that back four for Nikola Popovic down the home stretch of this season, Nana Decorah has brought some vital stability in that part of the game for Ottawa Fury FC, and it's a pretty solid looking back four that we've seen shape up to be quite consistent in the last number of games to close out the regular season of Obasi, Meyer, Gare, Decorah, and Howarth.
Charleston throw here in the 6th minute, deep inside the Fury half. Kyle Nelson's going to play it long into the Fury penalty area. It's brought down, and Charlie Ward got a touch to send that out for a Charleston corner. So Zico Lewis will come across. Far corner flag. And this will be a left-footed in-swinger from the Bermuda International. Here's the delivery, and that goes right out of play. It'll be a goal kick for Ottawa Fury. Here's Tyler McDonald, pitch side, for our first note of the game. Tyler.
Thank you very much, AJ. Note coming from the Ottawa Fury sideline. Head coach Nico Popovic not happy with the way his defense is positioning themselves so far in this game. I felt that they've been letting Charleston walk in too easily into their own 18-yard box, and will look to tighten up that back four within this game. Back to you guys.
Thank you. 7th minute, 0-0. Goal kick, Ottawa Fury. Should mention for our American viewers that the road to the 2019 USL Championship Final continues this Saturday with a full slate of conference quarterfinal games. It begins at 3 Eastern on ESPN+. For specific match dates and times, you can visit uslchampionship.com and tune in for every minute of playoff action in the United States on ESPN+. Both these teams looking to advance, and the winner will not know until the Birmingham-Charleston game is up. If Birmingham upsets, Birmingham would go to Pittsburgh. Off the throw, it comes back post and rolls out for a Fury goal kick. But if Birmingham loses, if it is North Carolina FC that wins, then the winner of this game would go to Pittsburgh, and North Carolina would visit Nashville. Ottawa does have a draw against both Pittsburgh and Nashville this year on the road, but that's a talking point for after the game if they can get through this difficult tie against the Battery.
Well, one road record that can be focused on in this game is that of the Charleston Battery, and being away from home this season hasn't been favorable. 3 wins, 7 draws, 7 losses away from home, and their last win coming on the 14th of August when they won at Loudoun United.
Foul being attended to on the pitch right now. Going up for that header, and Karl Howarth looking for an explanation on why there wasn't a card. He's talking with David Barry. Now Foul is up, and he has a couple of words with the referee as well. Of course, the 2019 USL Championship Final promises to be the biggest in league history. You can tune in on November 17th, 7:30 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2 in the United States for the biggest match of 2019. It's the Beasts of the East and the best from the West. And they'll close out the season on a national stage in the United States, ESPN2, November 17th at 7 Eastern. It's a Charleston throw. Into the Fury penalty area, knocked away, and a shot off the half volley coming from Zico Lewis. And that misses the target. It will be a goal kick for Ottawa. As we've played 10 minutes, still scoreless.
We talked about that front three tonight, AJ, and really the first time we've seen these three having the opportunity to play together. And more Sam, who started his Fury career like a house on fire. He was doing fantastic things in black and red until that injury to close out the month of June against the Tampa Bay Rowdies that put him out for several months. At that time, he had 7 goals and 5 assists, with that last goal coming in a 3-2 win here at TD Place on the 26th of June against this very Charleston Battery side. And I'm sure Sam, now as a new father with the birth of his daughter on Sunday, would love nothing more than to reopen his scoring account on this stage in the playoffs tonight.
Fury foul, free kick, center circle, Charleston, 12th minute, 0-0. For our American fans, you can continue to enjoy the USL on ESPN through the 2022 season. The USL excited to announce that the championship in League One will remain with the leader in sports for 3 more years. ESPN Plus will continue to be the home of all things USL, and at least 19 games a year will be featured on the ESPN family of networks in the U.S., including 9 games on ESPN Deportes. Continue to follow, support, and watch your club on ESPN and ESPN Plus. That's in the United States. Throw for Charleston inside the Fury penalty area. That's a clear foul against the Battery as now foul goes down. Free kick, Fury inside their own box. Callum Irving will send everyone forward and launch this into the Charleston half. Charleston, the better start so far. Launched into the air. Foul wins the header, flicks it on to Moore Sam, looks for the return pass. It comes back to Obasi. He moves it forward, headed away by Nelson. Obasi gets it free to Sam. Now foul for Hadji Berry, back to goal. 30 yards from goal, fancy footwork, but too many white shirts able to take it back. And here comes Higashi. Good run and fouled by Foul. Free kick just inside the Fury half for Charleston. USL proud to unveil its elite youth platform across the U.S. USL Academy. It's an innovative new platform which will allow clubs at all levels across the USL to develop its local youth talent and compete at the highest level across the U.S., including in the USL Academy Cup. For more information, visit uslsoccer.com/academy. Launched off the free kick towards the Fury goal, headed away by Howarth. Second ball comes in and Nelson heads it towards goal, high and wide. It will be a goal kick for Ottawa in the 14th minute, 0-0.
Well, Charleston have come in here through 14 minutes and have played a very solid road game. They've had the best of any opportunities early going in the match. They've moved the ball around well. They've pressured Ottawa inside their own half, and I think in large part that has to do with the man who has been at the helm of this side since 2005, and that's Mike Anhauser. And this guy is a Charleston Battery lifer. He was a player for them between 94 and 98 before he joined the coaching staff in 99 as an assistant for 5 years, and then took over as the bench boss in 2005. And you can bet that this is going to be a very well-prepared side here this evening.
Yeah, pretty amazing. I mean, you look, they're the oldest club professionally in U.S. soccer. The ball comes on the left, and it's going out as Kelly couldn't keep it in play. Been around since 1993, the oldest professional club in the United States, 27 years, and in 26 of those years, Mike Anhauser's been a part of it. As you mentioned, 5 years as a player, 6 years as an assistant coach, and now his 15th year as head coach. And again, they've made the playoffs 12 straight seasons, 9 here in USL, but even 3 before that.
And 4 titles to boot.
Yeah.
Between the A-League and USL, USL League 2. It's been just an impressive career for Mike Anhauser.
2 of those titles won by a man who won silverware here as well, Colin Falvey, in 2010 and 2012.
Also, Nicky Patterson, part of that. Tom Heineman, part of that.
It's the second ball on the pitch, and they're not... How do they not blow that dead? David Barry, wake up. It's early. I said I wasn't going to carry over any baggage from the Halifax game. Like, how does he not blow that dead immediately? Not that it makes any difference at this stage. But what was he doing? What was he looking at for 10 seconds? 16th minute, 0-0. Drop ball. Goes off Fury last. It'll be a throw for Charleston. Comes back on the left, and A.J. Patterson plays it over the top for Meyer. Trying to find some space against Obasi. His ball broken up as Fury looked to counter, but Barry couldn't spring more Sam. Obasi goes back for it, and he'll just send this out for a Charleston throw. A reminder that you can continue to enjoy the USL on ESPN through the 2022 season. The USL excited to announce that the championship in League One will remain with the leader in sports for 3 more years in the United States. ESPN Plus will continue to be the home of all things USL, and at least 19 games a year will be featured on the ESPN family of networks, including 9 games on ESPN Deportes. Continue to follow, support, and watch your club in the United States on ESPN and ESPN Plus. '18th minute, 0-0. And the free kick for Fury sent into the Charleston half. Goes off Hadji Barry for a Charleston throw, far touchline inside their own half. Bytown boys trying to urge on this Fury side as Foul dispossessed. And the Ball from Angelo Kelly. Goes wide left. Here's A.J. Patterson with a cross, and this is going to go out for a Charleston corner.
Ottawa doing a lot of absorbing right now, as Charleston certainly has been on the front foot going forward. That effort, as you mentioned, from Patterson, knocked out by the captain for a corner here.
Out swinging corner that's flicked on and comes now to Cristiano Francois. Will be a Fury throw. On Obasi, gets it into Valfowl. Obasi sends it forward. Sam making a run. This will swing out for a Charleston throw. Fury just haven't been able to put together a string of passes. But early days here in the 20th minute.
Well, you can see the way that Charleston has kind of clustered up that central midfield, and that is certainly an area of the park where Ottawa can get their game moving. And we haven't seen the ball at the feet of Charlie Ward very much, neither with Valfowl, who just had a touch there. Two key players that can determine the direction and pace of this game for Ottawa.
Fury push it forward. Here's Chris Mennella, back inside his own half. Played across by Howarth. Into the middle, Ward. Meyer, Gare. Back to goal towards Hadji Barry. Nelson wins that ball. Mennella trying to go forward and calling a free kick Charleston's way. Not going over very well here. 20 minutes played. Still scoreless. Let's go down for a pitch side note. On the Charleston side, here's Tyler McDonald.
Thank you very much, AJ. And two things very noticeable here from pitch side. First one for Charleston, they're playing the offside trap very well against Ottawa Fury. So you've already seen twice now Cristiano Francois trying to make his usual run with Karl Howarth, but getting caught offside as well. The only other thing that is very noticeable down here from pitch side, Charleston making Ottawa Fury go into the mistakes that Fury usually would do with their pressure game, but this time it's Charleston pressuring Fury, causing him to have bad passes just like that one. Back to you guys.
Getting a touch on that was Rittmeyer, but boy, had he got full control, that would have been trouble with numbers favoring Charleston. It will end up as a Fury throw. Just inside the Charleston half, Obasi to get this in play. Valfowl off the chest of Hadji Barry. Obasi clearly fouled there by Hagashi, and a free kick for Fury, far touchline. About 40 yards out.
Well, when these two sides met to open the season back in March, it was just Mueller, Patterson, Hagashi, and Lewis that were part of, and Kosminski that were part of the starting lineup that night for Charleston. Ottawa's entire back four in their midfield that we see here tonight, those 7 players all
Howarth
started.
Howarth with a free kick and was put towards goal, but Kosminski able to gather that quite easily as more Sam got a touch on it. Now some pressure from Mennella. Mueller will get it away. Touch from Howarth comes down the left. Here's A.J. Patterson working against Karl Howarth. Can he keep it in play? Yeah, he will, and he'll earn a goal kick for Fury in the process. Nervy start for Ottawa, but still scoreless as we hit the midway point of the first half.
Update from North Carolina. It is 1-0 for the home side. Nazmi Al-Badawi, longtime North Carolina player, in the 19th minute has opened the scoring there. And CFC up 1-0.
Yeah, he goes back to the Carolina Railhawks days in the NASL.
Yeah, had a brief stint with FC Cincinnati last year before they made their jump to MLS.
Oh, good work from Moore Sam. Two defenders on him. It seems anytime Moore Sam gets a touch, there's a sea of white shirts that
they know, right? And
towards him.
This is the time of year where you literally have done all of your homework. There's no stone left unturned. Both sides should be well prepared coming into this game, and there should be no real surprises. So when it comes down to playoff soccer, it's all about margins of errors and basically who makes the fewest or who capitalizes on the most.
Flick back to goal by Decorah for Irving. One thing we haven't seen is Cristiano Francois use that pace down the right side and try to pressure the defense that way. This time he does get a touch, and he does win a free kick just inside the Charleston half. It's played back to goal for Callum Irving. Inside the Charleston half, it goes over the head of Obasi for a battery throw. It's not Charleston weather, but it is still a pretty decent night for soccer here in Canada's capital. 12 degrees right now. And I think most important, not the rain that we saw last night.
Yeah, that wasn't fun, was it? That was a pretty wet day. But 'tis that time of year in the nation's capital.
Francois, center circle for Karl Howarth. Foul. Tries to get it forward for Chris Mennella. Charleston win it, but Meyer Gare gets there before Daly and sends it out for a Charleston throw.
Great read by Thomas Meyer Gare, and you look at some of the statistics. Obviously, we pay a lot of attention to goals and assists, but his defensive record is quite impressive this season. 37 takeaways or interceptions, if you prefer, on the year. That's tied for third on the team alongside his defensive partner, Obasi. But the statistic that really stands out is clearances, and that's 161 coming into tonight's game. He's among the top 10 in USL for clearances, and an integral part of Ottawa's backline all season, and even part of last season as well. So it's been certainly great to watch the evolution of Thomas Meyer Gare's career here in Ottawa.
Here's Haji Berry. Higashi able to win it back for Charleston, but Fury gained possession again through Berry. Charleston get it again, and the flag is down the left side. Higashi inside the box with a shot, and it's 1-0 Charleston. Kotaro Higashi on the counter with the shot. Getting his hand to it was Callum Irving, but in the 27th minute, the visitors from Charleston take a 1-0 lead.
Well, Higashi was just left in acres of space down that left flank, and it was a great ball to find him. Decorah was able to come down and try and close the gap a little. You can see the experience from Higashi just chipping it over, and Callum Irving could only get fingertips to it. And the Charleston Battery have come into TD Place and opened the scoring here in the 27th minute in this playoff contest.
Well, we'll see if this goal spurs on Ottawa Fury. Their last playoff game, they were down a goal to nil against Minnesota United.
Yeah, that was a garbage penalty call in that game.
Goal kick, Charleston in the 28th minute.
As I mentioned to you on the Corner Kicks broadcast last night, was feeling nostalgic over the weekend and was watching that game from the 8th of November of 2015, and that was certainly a very special night here at TD Place.
Well, they're going to have to pick up the pace if this is to be an equally special night. As it comes to Charleston once more. Down the right side, here comes Daly. Obasi right on him. Daly trying to get to the byline, slips. Obasi gains control ahead to Hadji Berry. Charleston win it back. Kyle Nelson. Now to Taylor Mueller. Cross for Jared Van Schaik. Mueller. Sends it wide left, Patterson. Inside the Fury half. Higashi the goal scorer. Patterson. Hits a hand. Free kick. Charleston. Here's Tyler McDonald, pitch side once again. Tyler.
Thanks, AJ. And from down here, that goal was incoming for Charleston Battery. There's been too many miscommunicated passes in the midfield for Ottawa Fury FC. Charleston's doing a fantastic job of pressuring and making those turnovers possible to create these chances once again. Back to you guys.
And they're pressuring on the left again. Zico Lewis with the cross. It's headed towards goal, but wide by Bossy. Goal kick, Fury, 30th minute, down a goal to nil to this Charleston team.
That was a good delivery, and again, there's been too much separation between Charleston players and Ottawa when defending. It just allows them too much space to gain opportunities. We saw that on that very early chance in the 4th minute from Nelson when he tried that effort from 20 plus yards out to try and sneak it near post on Callum Irving. But again, just there was enough separation that he was able to at least have a line to get an effort like that on target.
Decorah and now Meyer Gare working against Daly, and Fury gained possession. Here's Francois to Howarth. Decorah. Back to goal, Callum Irving. Flicked on to Francois. Clearly pushed. No foul called. Fury will win a throw. So we've played a half hour here. And Fury trailing a goal to nil to the Charleston Battery. Decorah with a touch, but it will be Bossy who lets this go out for a Charleston corner. And even with this first goal of the match going Charleston's way, that hasn't changed anything in terms of just the way this match is being played. It's been dominated by the visitors. Zico Lewis with a left-footed out-swinging corner, near corner flag, and right on the line, grabbed by the keeper, Callum Irving. Launches it forward on the left, Obasi. The ball to Moore Sam. Again, 2 defenders on him. Handball, offside. Offside trap working once again.
As they lined up at the start of the match, two sides that play a 4-3-3, and now you look at how Charleston kind of lines up. It's almost playing 2 at the back with Van Schaik and Mueller just kind of holding Patterson, Nelson pushing further up the pitch, and almost playing with 5 across the midfield, sometimes less with more pushed up front.
Once again, Moore Sam got the ball and immediately dispossessed as Charleston works down the right side. Good work by Obasi. Moves it up the pitch on the left side. Hadji Berry in space towards Cristiano Francois, but not enough pace on that ball, and that's easily intercepted by Van Schaik. was Patterson actually on the left there with the interception. Flicked on, here's Cristiano Francois. Mennella, now Karl Howarth. Ward for Howarth, back inside his own half for Decorah. Cross for his partner in central defense, it's Thomas Meyer up for the left back on Obasi. Now it's more Sam trying to find some space down the left. Stops, gets it into the middle, Foul. There's room on the right, he finds Karl Howarth there. Ahead towards Cristiano Francois, inside the Charleston box. Comes back to Howarth. He'll leave it. Mennella now to Ward. Chris Mennella, middle of the park. Foul. Mennella gets this forward to Ward. Out wide on the right, Karl Howarth. Into the middle, Mennella, one touch. Ward. Out wide on the left, Obasi. Flicks it on towards Sam. Couldn't keep his balance. Meyer wins the header. Foul. Now wide left for Obasi. Best run of possession all game for Ottawa. 35th minute. Down a goal to nil to Charleston. Ward for Mennella. Back to Ward. Now to Decorah. Wide right, Karl Howarth. Here's Mennella for Howarth. Charlie Ward. Howarth. Hadji Berry. Gets it out wide on the right. Ball towards Howarth. Intercepted. Van Schaik. And this is sent out for a Fury throw. 35th minute. 1-0 Charleston, but Fury starting to get in the game at least.
Yeah, they found their rhythm a bit more now, AJ, and gone back to that possession game that's worked so well for them throughout the course of the year. Oodles of passes there, but just need to find that penetrating ball into the 18-yard box where both Barry, Sam, and Francois are lurking.
Good run by Chris Mennella. Moves it out wide. Flag stays down. Cristiano Francois on the right with the ball across the face of goal. More Sam. Just too many white shirts in his face again, but it will be a Fury throw. Played in quickly by Obasi for foul. Cuts inside. Ball just missed more Sam. Edge of the penalty area. Nelson flicks it on. It bounces in front of Sam. Inside the Charleston penalty area. And it is cleared away. Back for it is Decorah. Trying to win it. He does. Howarth scoots onto it. And here comes the captain, Karl Howarth. Mennella back towards Howarth. That's intercepted. Fury trying to keep this alive. They will win a throw.
They smell blood now, and you can see that with that last run from Karl Howarth, getting the ball and just slicing his way through the midfield, as Ottawa starting to give Charleston a taste of their own medicine with that high line of pressure.
It's a Fury throw here as they get it back towards the halfway line. Decorah for Meyer. Wide left Obasi. Foul. Obasi. Meyer. Moves it across Decorah. Mennella, now Charlie Ward. Wide left Obasi, has some room in front of him. Now to foul. Wide left, more Sam, 25 yards from goal. Back into the middle for foul. On the right for Karl Howarth. One touch, Charlie Ward. Into the middle, Mennella on his right foot and lets it fly, but misses the target high. It will be a goal kick, 38th minute. Charleston leading 1-0. Here's Tyler McDonald pitch side with another note.
Thank you, AJ, and clearly frustration on the Charleston bench. Coach Anheuser knows his team can't play this way. Ottawa Fury have been moving the ball very quickly on the ground and switching the ball of play from left to right, using that Charleston pressure and actually causing some miscommunication along the defense for Charleston Battery. And Coach Anheuser knows that his team cannot play this way if they want to come out with the result here tonight. For Anheuser, it's going to be getting back putting the pressure on Ottawa Fury FC to let them make more mistakes in the midfield as they were doing just 10 minutes ago. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Tyler. Charleston back in possession here as Decorah sends this out for a throw. Getting to that ball ahead of Nick Daly. Higashi, the goal scorer. Gets this in play, the cross. Slices out for an Ottawa goal kick. 39th minute, 1-0 Charleston on that 27th minute goal from the Japanese native Kotaro Higashi. Encouraging stuff the last few minutes from Fury. We'll see if they can keep it up and put some more pressure on Charleston with halftime just a few minutes away.
Well, it's the playoffs, and you expect these games to be quite close, and close games are not unfamiliar to Ottawa this season. 21 of their 34 games decided by a goal or less, where Ottawa has done reasonably well. 7 wins, 10 draws, and just 4 losses in those 1-goal games. So certainly not a type of game this squad shies away from.
Here's Val Fowl. Moves it ahead to Chris Mennella. Wide right, Karl Howarth with a cross towards Obasi. Gets past one defender. Now the cross. It's put in. It's 1-1. It's the equalizer, and it's more Sam! 40th minute goal. Fury on equal terms. It's 1-1.
Well, hats off to the new dad, and the last time he scored for Ottawa Fury FC, it was the 26th of June, and it was against the Charleston Battery here at TD Place. More Sam, his 8th goal of the season, his first playoff goal. And we're level here in the 40th minute. A great time to get back on the score sheet for Moore Sam.
Well, it's been coming. It's certainly been coming the last few minutes. Charleston, for about 4 or 5 minutes after they scored the opener, kept the pressure on, but really the last 8 minutes or so, it's been all Fury. And we're tied 1-1. Great ball from Obasi to set up Moore Sam. As we've got a 1-1 tie, 41st minute.
Well, you gotta like that response from Ottawa, and we were talking about how even after the goal it was still Charleston, but now Ottawa has certainly found a way back, and the offside flag did go up there. I don't think, I think it was put up in error as play did continue.
Well, it remains 1-1. Here's Tyler McDonald once again. Tyler.
Thank you very much, AJ. And just on a note on that goal, Obasi took a massive hit making that play, sacrificing his body. Watch for, make sure he doesn't have a knee injury here, and hopefully he can continue on. He seems to be doing all right now, but took a big hit on his knee, making that play inside of the box. Was looking for a foul, but ended up making the play that got Ottawa the goal. Back to you guys.
Launch forward towards Cristiano Francois as Ottawa look to keep the pressure on. Francois moves this back on the right. And Charleston win possession as it's pushed wide right to Kyle Nelson. He is able to keep it in play. Quick little 1-2 read well by Val Fowl. And he chips it forward. More Sam. Oh, deft touch there. A little back heel to Hadji Barry. Now to Cristiano Francois. Inside the Charleston half. Gets it out wide for Karl Howarth. He lays it off into the middle, Mennella. Now to Howarth. Charlie Ward. On to Obasi. Leaves it for more Sam. Obasi. Again with a fancy footwork, gets it back into the middle for Charlie Ward. One touch out wide on the right. Hadji Barry thought someone was there. Little miscommunication, 43rd minute. It'll be a Charleston throw, 1-1 the score. Well, we expected a tight, entertaining match, and so far it's lived up to its billing.
Well, and trying to keep pace with Ottawa Fury FC, Birmingham Legion have equalized in North Carolina. So that one 1-1 there. They are also, well, they're in the 42nd, now the 43rd minute there. Femi Honger Jansen equalizes for Birmingham.
Flag is up for offside against Fury. Charleston play it quickly. Nelson inside the Fury half. Quick little spin here from Meyer. Obasi wins it back and sent forward by Meyer Gare. And here's Higashi. Working against Mennella. Slips. Mennella gains possession. Sends it forward. Hadji Barry with pace. A half a step on the defender. Barry knocks it down. Puts it towards the goal and just misses the far post. Boy, what an opportunity there for Fury to take the lead in the 44th minute. It remains 1-1.
Well, a great read there and a great play by Hadji Barry to hold the line and stay onside and then break at the right time. He just needed one more touch. That ball didn't check up all that favorably for him off the turf. He needed one more touch but was running out of real estate and had to take the effort when the chance presented itself and missed it wide at the back post.
Hearing there will be a minimum of 1 minute first half stoppage time. Still another 15 seconds before we reach that. Foul. This ball knocked away, flicks it on towards Barry. Heads it back to Charlie Ward. And this will be a Charleston throw. Here is confirmation of the 1 minute of stoppage time here in the first half. Another throw here. Nelson gets it into the penalty area. Flicks it on. Back to goal, the cross, and that goes out for a Charleston corner.
Thomas Meyer Gare well positioned to thwart that opportunity from the Charleston battery as Nick Daly looked to send one back across the face of goal from an acute angle.
Zico Lewis, the left-footed in-swinging corner, far corner flag. Here's the delivery, and it is cleared away. Another throw. Zico Lewis to the byline, gets past foul, and ooh, dangerous ball, and right near the goal line, it's gathered by Callum Irving, and there's the halftime whistle, and that was an entertaining first half. Charleston certainly the better team early. Fury able to answer back. 1-1 the halftime score as we go to Tyler McDonald with the head coach of Ottawa Fury FC. It is Nico
Popovich. Nico Popovich, coach, a very tight first half between these two teams. It started off with Charleston putting you guys under pressure in the midfield, causing some turnovers as well as the first goal. How can you correct that in the second half and make sure that you relieve the pressure in the midfield?
I think the first 30 minutes was almost impossible to play. A lot of direct football. The ball was bouncing all over. They were pressing us very high. It was impossible to control the ball. After the 30 minutes, I think we were able to find spaces. We start connected some passes, and we start dominating possession, and from then came the goal. I think our challenge is if it's possible to maintain possession, it's important to connect the first 2-3 passes and then push them back and then play. The more the ball stays in the air, the more they have these throw-ins, the set plays, they get advantage. So we have to be able to put the ball on the floor and play.
You said it yourself, and you saw in the second half of the first half your team really get back into their own style, playing possession and working the ball very quickly. How important are these wide balls that are working? We see how well Karl Howarth is using that wide side with Cristiano Francois. Just one of the opportunities you guys are using.
Yes, it's the way they defend. There is space on that side for our fullbacks to get the ball. But however, we have to find them, and then continue playing. The more the ball goes to tight places and go to the air, it's going to be advantage for them, and we don't want this. We want to maintain possession and create more chances.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you very much.
Tyler McDonald with Nikola Popovich, 1-1, the score at halftime. Ottawa Fury FC against the Charleston Battery. This is Ottawa Fury FC Soccer.
This program brought to you by Gabriel Pizza. Gabriel Pizza, home of the bigger, better pizza. Now available online at GabrielPizza.com.
These photos I had to dig for because I would hide from photos. I didn't want to be acknowledged. What I would say to my former self is just get started, just begin. Go into Good Life, meet with the trainer, go to a class, just start.
Come on.
Come on, go make some friends.
It's so tough to give them a run in the city, but they really love it here. Be gentle, be gentle.
We're making friends. See the one that, well, it's just going in circles?
Yeah.
That's mine. Off.
Come on, time to go. Come here.
The all-new Crosstrek.
Come here. Now.
It's up for it.
Oh, no. Oh, there he goes.
I just shampooed him this morning.
There are 8 million kids in Canada. By the time I finish this sentence, 6 of us will be cyberbullied. By the end of the month, 1 million. Bullied. We're not okay with that.
Welcome back inside TD Place. 45 minutes in the books between Ottawa Fury FC and the Charleston Battery as playoff soccer returns to the nation's capital. And it's been an entertaining first half. 1-1 between Fury FC and the Battery. It's been tight. Higashi with the opening goal in the 27th minute from AJ Patterson. Moore Sam pulled Ottawa level in the 40th minute from Obasi. And that's where we stand. Up next, have a look at some of the highlights from the final week of the USL Championship regular season, week 34.
North Texas Soccer Club, Greenville triumph. Who will be the one? Going for goal, a great save from Zobek. Almaguer going for goal, pushed aside by Jay. Reflecting around, the shot coming, and it's in! The opening goal for North Texas. And there's the final whistle. North Texas Soccer Club, #1 in League One.
Short Brown. Oh! What a goal that is!
Will deliver the cross and Olsen Smith it. We had
Lambert. Oh, he put it in!
Huge save there from Diego Restrepo.
Just watch this.
Goal! Orange County!
Ropapa with the left foot. That's a spectacular save from Castanera.
Playoff soccer is well underway in the USL, opening up tonight in addition to the 1-1 scoreline here at halftime. It's also 1-1 in North Carolina between NCFC and USL Championship newcomers Birmingham Legion FC. Also tonight, Austin Bold hosting LA Galaxy 2, and Sacramento Republic, the MLS-bound side, are hosting another USL Championship newcomer, Mexico United. That one kicking off at 10:30 p.m. this evening as we have a look at the USL Championship bracket to see how everything is going to shape up. So Phoenix rising the top seed in the West. They await their opposition, as do the number 2 seed Reno. You see Fresno will take on El Paso Locomotive, former Fury players Drew Becky and Captain Richie Ryan there, although Richie Ryan's still out injured. Looking in the West, well, Pittsburgh will have to await the results from tonight. They could play either Birmingham or the winner of this fixture between Ottawa and Charleston this evening. If North Carolina are victorious, then they are sure to meet the number 2 seed Nashville. Indy 11 will host New York Red Bulls 2, and the reigning champion Louisville will host the Tampa Bay Rowdies. As you can see how it will all come together over the next weeks to come, and we'll see who meets in the final next month. Time for a break. When we return, we'll get into some first half analysis as Gordon Smith will join us. This is Ottawa Fury FC Soccer.
This program brought to you by Gabriel Pizza. Gabriel Pizza, home of the bigger, better pizza. Now available online at GabrielPizza.com.
I waited till I was 49, 4 months short of my 50th birthday to start. Wish I'd started a lot earlier. Just start. The first step's the hardest. It's never a direct route to get there. What better investment can you make? Because without health, we've got nothing.
All right, everyone got everything?
Let's go.
I have to go pee.
All right, okay.
All right,
Okay.
here we go.
Wait, Dad, hold on. Something.
Okay.
All right.
I need my pillow.
Christopher!
Nah. No. You can't take that.
The brand new 3-row Subaru Ascent. The perfect family SUV for your mostly perfect family.
There are 8 million kids in Canada. By the time I finish this sentence, 6 of us will be cyberbullied. By the end of the month, 1 million. Bullied. We're not okay with that.
Welcome back to TD Place. Halftime continues. We're deadlocked at 1 apiece between Ottawa Fury FC and the Charleston Battery. Happy to be joined by Gordon Smith to kind of break down that opening 45 minutes, Gords. And I'm sure you could kind of break it down into a lot of different sections, but I think perhaps the point of concern was really the start. Yeah. Well, you could talk about it from both sides. Not the start that Nikola Popovic's side would want to have, and then the impressive start from the visiting and experienced Charleston Battery, at least when it comes to postseason competition. Looked like they had a very good road game in plan to start this match.
For 30 minutes, there was only going to be one team winning this match, and they were wearing white out there tonight, and that was the Charleston Battery. And until the Ottawa Fury started getting that link-up play between midfield and the attacking three, which was non-existent in that first 30 minutes. They got their act together, and then they started to play the Ottawa Fury type of football that we've seen for the majority of the season here at TD Place. The big thing that was a concern for me watching that left wing all evening, that first 30 minutes, was wide open. There was overlaps coming down, and Francois was not making the run back. So the left back was getting all sorts of time to get space down the left side. Karl Howarth was getting caught in 1v2 situations. The goal came from that left-hand side. Decent finish. Thought the keeper might have did a little bit better on it, a little bit stronger hand to get to the ball. Doesn't matter. Ottawa Fury, good bounce back, good push back, and when they got the tying goal, right now they're well in the driver's seat as far as heading into the second half.
As we have a look at our halftime stats brought to you by Rico, and you can see 5 shots for the visitors, 4 for Ottawa Fury FC, albeit 2 of Ottawa's 4 on target, just 1 for the visitors, and that was their lone goal in this game. That possession has a lot to do with how Ottawa finished that last 15 minutes of the first half, because inside the opening half hour, it was probably about 60-40 almost in favor of the Charleston Battery. They were possessing the ball a lot, really hemming Ottawa into their half, and then you might recall that sequence where Ottawa must have connected. Good grief, it had to be 50 plus passes, and they didn't give up possession. They moved the ball around. They couldn't find that penetrating ball into the 18-yard box, but when they did, through that great effort from Ottawa Obasi, that's what led to the opportunity, and a fantastic finish from Moore Sam. And I think that's why everyone was so excited when you looked at that starting 11 tonight. You said, well, if we could pick a starting 11, that's the one we wanted, and it's great to see Sam back on the score sheet.
Most definitely, and we did talk about that being quite possibly the strongest 11, but it took so long chemistry-wise for them to hit the ground, and it was a very flat start, a very tepid start. Just did not look as if it was a playoff game here at TD Place, but after 32 minutes, it's almost like they flicked a switch. They started to gain a little bit more territorial advantage in midfield, and as you said, they started to get that penetration in behind the back four, who, for all honesty, was a complete stroll in the park for them through that first 30 plus minutes.
Yeah, no, and we've seen this from Ottawa this season. Let's be honest, many a nights after a game we've analyzed it and we said, hey, it was a tale of two halves. Either Ottawa came out gangbusters in the first half and were invisible in the second half, or we've seen the inverse, and hopefully that's what we see here tonight. But you have to feel confident with how they finished that first half.
Yeah, for sure. We'll hand it back to you and AJ.
Well, welcome back. Good segment with the great Gordon Smith. Look forward to this second half. Starting 11 the same as what we'll see to start this second half for both teams. It'll be Kosminski in goal for Charleston, a back four of Patterson, Van Schaik, Mueller, and Nelson. Higashi, who scored to open the proceedings for Charleston in the 27th minute, with Kelly and Meyer in midfield. Daly, Boswa, and Lewis up top. For Fury, it's Irving in goal, a back four of Obasi, who set up the opener for Ottawa. Decorah, Meyer, Gare, and Howarth. Foul, Ward, and Mennella in midfield. Barry, Sam, and Francois up top. Of course, more Sam had the Ottawa goal in the first half. As Fury move right to left in this second half with their black and red kits, black shorts, black socks, and they come down the left side right now. The cross is cleared away, but it comes to Charlie Ward. He leaves it, and now Charleston looks to counter through Daly. Charleston forced back into their own half, and it will be a battery throw. Should mention the subs here today as well. Phil Brano, the backup keeper. You've got Romario Pigot, Kieran Mason, Vincenzo Candela, Dante Marini, Evan Poznansky, and Ian Svantesson. Available for Charleston. For Ottawa, backup keeper is David Monsalve. You've got Robert Boscovich, Jeremy Gagnon-Lapare, Jamar Dixon, Tiago, Kevin Oliveira, and Antoine Coupland on the bench for the Fury. So that's one player. One player I think we'll see for sure at some point is Kevin Oliveira off the bench. but we'll see what's needed as this goes off the Charleston player last. Is Obasi able to win the throw, gets it into play quickly, but Higashi gains control for Charleston. Comes back towards Moore Sam. He'll lay it off, gets the return pass, but it's read well, and Charleston look to counter. Down the right side it is Nick Daly. Has a half step. Daly with a shot and didn't get much on it. Boy, that's a let off there for Charleston. It remains 1-1 here in the 48th.
Well, Daly just turned on the jets and was able to get beyond Thomas Meyer Gare, and as Decorah came across to close him down, Daly tried an effort on goal and really couldn't get much on it. You almost wonder if it was just a mishit pass that found its way on target.
Howarth into the middle for Moore Sam. Lays it off.
The passing just needs to be a bit more crisp from Ottawa when they're in the attacking third of Charleston. There's been a couple of times where, hey, it's all fine to have a pass labeled, but you really have to put something on it to avoid it being intercepted. So we've seen that in the first half and a bit of that overflowing here into the second.
Charlie Ward now out wide on the right. Karl Howarth inside the Charleston half. Makes a run down the right flank and couldn't get past AJ Patterson. He'll play it to the halfway line. Ahead to Bossy. And he's fouled. Free kick just inside the Fury half. 49th minute, 1-1.
Well, then Decorah had stepped up there and
here's
ended up going over top of him. That resulted in the foul on Bossy.
Bossy, but Howarth intercepts. Tries to spring Cristiano Francois. That's headed out of touch by Van Schaik. Moore Sam looks to get it in quickly. Francois back to goal. Now to Chris Mennella. Charlie Ward out wide left on Obasi. Gets it to Hadji Berry. Val foul. 30 yards out. Obasi for foul. Ward. Foul. Obasi wide left. Foul. Charlie Ward. We're just backing up here as the pressure continues from Charleston. Mennella, Meyer Gare, across for Decorah. Goes forward back inside the Charleston half. Wide right. It's Karl Howarth ahead to Moore Sam. Looks to cut inside. No room. Mennella wide right to Karl Howarth. 25 yards from goal. Far touchline. Now to Mennella. Charlie Ward. Skies it, looking to place that diagonal ball to Obasi. It is sent out into the north side stands for a Fury throw. Sent in quickly. Comes to Charlie Ward. Out wide right, Karl Howarth. Cristiano Francois. 3 defenders on him. Back to Howarth on the right. Loses it, and it will be a Charleston throw. 51st minute, 1-1.
Well, again, Ottawa with lots of good possession here. They've spread the ball around, but again, just trying to find that opportunity to get a penetrating ball into the Charleston 18-yard box. And you see how those players just line up across the top of the 18. And again, we talked about this Charleston side. They're experienced, they've done their homework, and they've certainly been very cautious not to give up any fouls around that 18-yard box, knowing how lethal Karl Howarth has been in that territory this season.
Here's Charlie Ward. Starting another Fury attack here. Wide right, Karl Howarth. Into the middle. Sam gets a touch for Mennella. Center circle for Charlie Ward. Wide left, Obasi leaves it. It's Hadji Berry. Now to Val, one touch. Mennella onto his right foot, and he misses the target. He's had a couple of shots today, unable to keep that down from about 20 yards out. Goal kick coming, 52nd minute, 1-1 the score.
Well, Mennella looks skywards as he knows it was a missed opportunity. Central to goal from about 22 yards, 23 yards out. He just gets too far underneath the median of that ball and sending it up and over. As you mentioned, AJ, twice now he's been well positioned to take an effort on goal.
So off the goal kick, Charleston play it wide right. Obasi trying to shepherd this out. He will for a throw.
Well, save for that opportunity from Nick Daly, you have to be pleased with how Ottawa's come out here in the opening 8 minutes of this second half.
David Barry says play on as Charleston get it to Angelo Kelly. Zico Lewis out wide right. Irving well off his line and ensuring that no opportunity is coming here as it comes down to Val. Trying to play it towards Cristiano Francois. Van Schaik with a header. As Charleston look to counter. Goes off Karl Howarth. It'll be a battery throw.
Well, it's a good look by Val as he picks up the ball with Charleston caught with numbers going the other way. And unfortunately that ball didn't find Francois. But again, you can see that high line of pressure that Ottawa has been creating many turnovers out of the Charleston back line.
Here's Chris Mennella. Karl Howarth sends it deep inside the Charleston half, right to the edge of the 18, gathered by the keeper Joe Kosminski. And Taylor Mueller. Moves it ahead to Nico Meyer. In the middle, Zico Lewis looks to play it wide on the left. That's broken up by Karl Howarth. Val looks to start the counter, but that's cut off. Good work by Angelo Kelly. Head on the left flag is up. Offside. 55th minute against Charleston. 1-1 the score.
We're starting to see Angelo Kelly get a bit more into this game for Charleston, and you can just see on that last turn of possession there how composed he is with the ball, and almost released Bossy going forward. Now they make that Nick Daly.
Charlie Ward wins a header inside the Charleston half. Comes back center circle and getting the touch is Bossy for Charleston. Wide right, Kyle Nelson. Ball a little too much on it. It will be a Fury goal kick. 55 minutes played. Ottawa Fury FC 1, Charleston Battery 1. Winner to move on to the Eastern Conference quarterfinals against either Nashville or Pittsburgh, depending on that other play-in matchup. North Carolina FC taking on Birmingham. Still 1-1 in that game as well. No score at halftime. Toronto FC at NYCFC. Not sure why Richie Larea not playing for Toronto FC. Maybe if the rules were different, they'd have to play him because he'd be one of the few domestics onto the field. I guess his goal didn't really help them get to that point, Graham Ivory. But nonetheless, you wonder why I'm not all in on that league. 57th minute, 1-1. The Charleston throw here. Nelson gets it in play. Fury able to win it, but Barry gives up possession. Here's Higashi with the ball on the right. Flag is up for offside as Zico Lewis in behind the last defender when that ball was played.
Well, the longer this game stays level, I would say the advantage sticks with the visitors and the Charleston Battery. And really, from what we've seen here from them in the second half, they are quite content in their defensive shape and just to try and get something on these counter-attacking opportunities that have proved dangerous for them, not just tonight, but throughout the course of this season.
Good ball down the right. Here's Rittmeyer for Charleston. Nico Rittmeyer working against Obasi. Obasi maintains his position. It comes back. Zico Lewis launches it to the far side. Cristiano Francois gets the touch, knocks this out for a Charleston throw. It's been a back and forth affair here this evening as we enter the 59th minute. 1-1 flicked on off the throw and taking no chances there is Val Foul. Doesn't quite go to the condo, but he launched that basically just short of the condo on the Bank Street end, and so it will be a Zico Lewis corner. It'll be a left-footed outswinger, far corner flag. Now 5 players inside the Fury penalty area. Doesn't get it past the first defender, Howarth, but it bounces off him for another corner. Zico Lewis, again in the 59th minute, delivers towards the back post. Decorah gets there. They'll do it again, this time from the near corner flag. Zico Lewis will deliver an inswinger this time.
Just wasn't an option on that last delivery for Callum Irving to get a hand of the ball going up against some of the sizable Charleston attackers on the play.
Here's the delivery from Lewis, and it is cleared away. Cristiano Francois sends it towards the center circle. It's played wide right. Good touch by Zico Lewis. Cross doesn't make it back, and here comes Fury on the counter. More Sam, lays it off on the left, Hadji Barry, back to Sam in the middle. Sam gets it to the right side, Francois, and he just, I don't know what he thought. If he thought it was offside, the flag was down. He just wasn't able to put it on goal.
Yeah, I don't know if he got caught in a spot of two minds, but what a ball. What an unbelievable play from Moore Sam, who led the rush. A great return feed from Hadji Barry, the nifty right-footed back heel, and it was really just that first touch from Cristiano Francois kind of let him down. And a missed opportunity for Ottawa Fury FC.
Here's Francois again down the right. Falls, gets back up, wins the throw. An hour played, 1-1. Ottawa Fury FC, Charleston Battery. Winner moves on. Loser goes home as Howarth gets this in play. Comes to Chris Mennella with some space inside the penalty area. Plays it to the back post, but no one there.
Really the only option, and a cheeky chip at that from Chris Mennella. Unfortunately, no one there in black and red to get on the end of it.
Back to goal, Moore Sam. Trying to find some room, lays it off. Here's a shot by Valfell. Oh, he hit the bar. Oh, he bounced it off the woodwork. It goes off the bar and over for a goal kick. The fans getting into it. Couple of great opportunities for Ottawa Fury created by Moore Sam. But Cristiano Francois, as you mentioned, his first touch let him down, and that was a great effort from Val Foul. just inches away from giving Ottawa the lead.
Oh, he had that one labeled, and unfortunately just kissing off the top of the crossbar, but all credit again to Morris Sam with his composure and touches inside the penalty area and returning that to Val Fowl for the effort from 23 yards out, just kissing it off the top of the crossbar. And an update from North Carolina, NCFC have taken the lead in the 59th minute. It's now 2-1 there.
Offside against Ottawa. Here's a pitch side update from Tyler McDonald.
Thank you very much, AJ. And it was clear coming into this half that Charleston really wanted to slow the pace down in this game. That's where they were lacking defensively in that last part of the first half, with Ottawa Fury moving the ball so quickly. And it seems that Fury have got that rhythm back and moving the ball very quickly up and down. It's where Charleston needs to do a little bit better and making sure they are a little more aggressive and assertive with their plays defensively. Back to you guys.
63rd minute, Ottawa Fury FC 1, Charleston Battery 1. Fury with the throw near touchline, just inside their own half. Obasi gets it in for Hadji Berry. Comes across, here's Karl Howarth, has some space in front of him as he works into the Charleston half, right of center. Ball cut off, looking for Mennella. And back come the Battery. Good ball down the right, a little too far for Bossy, and off his line comes Irving. Fury back in possession. Here's Charlie Ward. Sends it forward on the right. Cristiano Francois can his pace trouble Patterson. Trying to cut inside him. Now with the cross. Headed away right to Val Fowl. Off the half volley. Gets it down, and the shot misses the target. It will be a goal kick, so a couple of great chances for Val Fowl. This one not quite as close as the previous one, off the bar. Goal kick, 1-1, 64th minute.
Well, it was a touch of brilliance just before that, as Fall was able to bring it down, then fake the shot to turn two Charleston defenders before sending an effort wide left of goal.
Well, this is what we've been missing the last 4 years, playoff soccer. There's not much like it.
It doesn't matter where you are in the standings coming into the playoffs. It's a brand new season, and it's been a great display here tonight. Both teams, I don't want to say have played well through the 65 minutes we've played, but they both had very good spurts in this game.
Charleston able to gain control inside the Fury half. Angelo Kelly trying to spring Daly, but Irving got to that first. Launches it into the Charleston half. Header won by Van Schaik of Charleston. Mueller flicks it on towards Nelson. Plays it forward, but Charlie Ward will win it back for Ottawa Fury. One touch from Val Fowl. Here's Onwo Obasi on the left. Charlie Ward for Val Fowl. Nana Decorah, wide right, Karl Howarth. Mennella for Howarth to Chris Mennella. Went off him last, out for a Charleston throw deep inside their own half. 66th minute, 1-1.
Well, update from Canadian Tire Center. Ottawa Senators up 1-0 on the Detroit Red Wings through that first period. Toronto FC have taken the lead at Yankee Stadium. Alejandro Pozuelo in the 47th minute has given the Reds the lead there.
Citi Field.
And it remains 2-1 for North Carolina FC over Birmingham. That one in the 63rd minute there.
Now they're not in their true home tonight. They're playing at Citi Field because they had to sell tickets with the possibility of Yankee Stadium hosting World Series baseball, which never ended up transpiring. I was kind of wondering what they did for the pitch there. Nonetheless, 67th minute, 1-1. Touch from Karl Howarth, frustrated with himself, but that'll go out for a goal kick. You love the accountability from Karl Howarth. Not one to point fingers. I don't know what you voted for Ottawa Fury's Player of the Year. Maybe I shouldn't be announcing this now, but he was my vote.
It was, when you look at what the options were in that media ballot for, young player of the year, newcomer of the year, player of the year, and you look at the caliber of players on this team and the seasons they've had and the newcomers that have come into this squad this year, certainly not an easy decision, but Karl Howarth, certainly a clear-cut guy, and for myself, I look to the guy who everyone said the one player that Ottawa needed that they haven't had since 2015 was a guy who could play in that number 6 role on the park. He wears number 14 for Ottawa Fury FC, and that's Charlie Ward.
He was 2 on my ballot. Fury win possession inside their own half. It's now an Ottawa throw. So we're right at the midway point of this second half. 1-1. See who elects to bring on some reinforcements first. Obviously, both managers have to account for the possibility of extra time. As Fury push it down the left or the right for Cristiano Francois. Looks like Kevin Oliveira is going to be the first Fury player to join the proceedings. Karl Howarth with the throw. In the middle, Val foul. Charlie Ward into space on the left. On to Obasi, runs onto it. Here's Obasi. Gets towards the byline now with the cross right into the arms of the keeper, Joe Kosminski. On to Obasi, so dangerous down the left. Really came on in the latter part of the season when he was given more opportunity. Won a couple of USL Team of the Week awards. And he's responsible for creating the first Ottawa goal here tonight, scored by Moore Sam in the 40th minute, canceling out the opener from Kotaro Higashi in the 27th. And that's where we stand right now in the 70th minute.
And the Birmingham Legion have canceled out Andre Fortune's 2-1 goal for North Carolina FC. It's now 2-2 as the Legion not backing down, and they pulled it level once again.
Oh, good ball, but the flag is up for offside against Arthur Bosua, who wasn't able to keep control anyways. So, Callum Irving will send this into the Birmingham. Sorry, you got Birmingham on my mind.
Oh, it's my fault.
After your score update, into the Charleston half. Comes back to Callum Irving. Charlie Ward. Comes back to goal for Irving. Sounds like Cristiano Francois will come out for Kevin Oliveira. As Obasi plays it forward, Hadji Barry onside, but ball gets away from him. It'll be a Charleston throw.
Well, and Van Schaik had just broken off of keeping that back line seamless for Charleston, and that allowed Hadji Barry to remain onside, but unfortunately slightly overhit, couldn't get there. Cristiano Francois, we didn't see as much of him as probably would have liked in that opening half. Certainly been a bit more dangerous in this second half and had that glorious opportunity to put Ottawa in front, but kind of double clutched inside the penalty area. And that will spend the end of his night here in the 71st minute, and Kevin Oliveira will come into this game. Oliveira, 6 goals, 4 assists on the season for Ottawa Fury FC in 33 appearances.
So the first sub for either side today as Kevin Oliveira checks in for Cristiano Francois. Oh, good work here by Charlie Ward, winning it. And Moore Sam has some room. Moore Sam lays it off on the left. gets a little bit away from Valfal, who does keep it in play. Here's Valfal. Moves it back to Obasi. Plays it wide on the left. Comes to Sam with a turn. Across on the right, Oliveira, one touch. Hadji Barry. Now to Oliveira. To Karl Howarth with the cross, headed away. As Obasi dispossessed. But Charleston won't be able to keep this in play, and Fury with a throw. Someone needed to shoot.
Good grief, the number of touches and passes they were able to make inside the Charleston penalty area was remarkable, but they didn't get anything to show for it in terms of a shot on target. Ottawa continuing to press.
73rd minute, 1-1. Here's the cross from Karl Howarth. That's cleared away. Boswa can't control it. Comes back to Howarth through Ward. Ahead to Chris Mennella. Couldn't turn. And back comes Charleston on the counter. And Karl Howarth with a foul. As he brings down Zico Lewis. Still haven't seen a card brandished today.
Well, possession heavily favoring Ottawa here in this second half, 60-40. And Ottawa have been passing the ball a ton. Got 3 shots in this second half, yet to find one on target. But you can certainly see why this team missed Sam for that 3-month window that he was out. Just the quality of touches that he's had in this game tonight, in particular the last 10 minutes of this half.
So 1-1, 74th minute. Fury building from the back. Howarth to Decorah. His ball met by Patterson. Fury get it back, it's Charlie Ward. Wide left Obasi, now to Ward.
Dante Marini is kitted out and looking ready to come into this game for the Charleston Battery.
Here's Obasi on the left. Comes to Valfal. Wide right, Karl Howarth. Chris Mennella now. Trying to play that through ball, but wasn't able to get it to Hadji Barry. Now it will be a Fury throw. And here comes the first Charleston sub. It'll be Dante Marini, 6th year with Charleston, and he'll replace the Jamaican Nick Daly.
Well, and that's another kind of statistic that we really haven't spoken of much, and that's the number of players that have remained with the Charleston Battery year after year after year, and I think that speaks volumes of the organization and of the manager, Mike Anhauser.
It probably doesn't hurt that Charleston's one of the most beautiful cities in the United States either.
I knew you were going to have something to say about your many travels. I'm sure some very good food establishments that you're quite fond of.
Love me some Southern barbecue. Sounds like Tiago will be the second sub for Ottawa. Hadji Barry in possession now. Moves it into the middle. Valfal out wide on the right. Karl Howarth. His ball broken up. Played 75 minutes. We're about to enter the 77th minute. 1-1 the score, and here comes Charleston on the counter. Higashi, his ball met by Decorah and cleared away. That's Kevin Oliveira with the clearance. It does come to Kyle Nelson. He moves it forward, and this is cleared out by Thomas Meyer Gare.
I have to wonder if Karl Howarth is carrying a bit of a injury. We've seen at times that hamstring, the quad taped up. in the latter stages of this season, and just we haven't seen him getting forward with the pace that we've used to, and then even on that last sequence just wasn't able to get back in the fashion that we're used to. Kevin Oliveira chipping in there, making a great defensive play.
That was a decent effort. Did that ball cross the line? Boy, was that close. As it was put towards the goal from A.J. Patterson, but no goal.
Well, Shawn Hornsby, the linesman on the far side, was right at the corner flag and there to make a call if necessary. Good work for Callum Irving. You could see the effort he was making to keep the arms extended forward and keep it to, at least for his sake, the right side of goal.
Of course, no goal line technology in USL. Fury push forward through Nana Decorah. His ball met and cleared for an Ottawa throw. I would think Thiago for Mennella at this stage.
Yeah, I think that's what you'd see. I'd be very hard pressed to see a guy like Foul coming out of this game.
Boswa. Lays it on the right for Nico Rittmeyer. If you're able to win it back, strengthen numbers. Foul. Oh, Charlie Ward gives it away. As it takes a deflection, comes back to goal, and Callum Irving in possession for Fury.
It's been quite surprising tonight, some of the sloppy plays that we've seen from both sides tonight, and the giveaways in some very dangerous areas of the park. And said earlier in this broadcast, when it comes to the playoffs, that margin for error is a lot smaller than in the regular season, and it comes down to often the teams that make the fewer mistakes and or the teams that can capitalize more on those errors from the opposition. And good performance tonight from Chris Mennella in the 79 minutes that we saw of him, and a couple of efforts on goal, unable to find target, but was really part of that midfield resurgence late in that first half to get things going for Ottawa Fury FC.
First touches for Thiago. Moves it into the middle and gives up possession. Howarth trying to close down his man on the left, and Higashi with a good run. Here's Higashi, and he's fouled. Free kick for Charleston. They take it quickly, and too quickly for referee David Barry's liking. 80th minute, 1-1 the score. So Ottawa's used 2 of their 3 potential subs, and Charleston has used 1. Foul on Nana Decorah. So free kick for Charleston, about 40 yards out. Jared Van Schaik up to pick out one of the 6 players in front of him. All about 5 yards beyond the 18-yard box. Unable to pick out any white shirts. It's cleared back towards the edge of the 18-yard box of Charleston, and Kosminski picks it up. It's not quite next goal wins territory, but boy, it sure feels like it.
Well, you're certainly on the cusp of it. And despite the fact that Ottawa's been on the front foot for the better part of this second half, as I said earlier, the scoreline still favoring the visitors, I would say right now.
Oliveira is fouled. Free kick Fury inside their own half, 82nd minute.
As we outlined earlier in the broadcast, 1-goal games no stranger to Ottawa Fury FC, and that's certainly not an area where they would feel uncomfortable.
Fury pushing forward. Here's Charlie Ward on the left, on Obasi trying to pick out Oliveira. Cleared away by Mueller. It'll be an Ottawa throw. Worked into Obasi. Valfal. Karl Howarth with some space on the right. Comes back to him. Now the cross. Headed away by Mueller. Comes back to Ward. Looks to get it wide left. It's headed back, and Obasi in possession. Fury push it all the way back inside their own half. Charlie Ward. Nana Decorah. Wide right, Karl Howarth. Tiago. Haji Berry. Into the middle, Oliveira. Oliveira gives it a go with his left foot. And a little speculative, but misses the target. And it's a goal kick, 83rd minute, 1-1 the score. Here's Tyler McDonald.
Thanks, AJ. Charleston bench really looking for their team to move quicker with the ball, get quicker on pressure on the Ottawa Fury FC defense to try and cause turnovers that work so well for them in the main part of that first half. Feel that this game is up for grabs, Charleston do, and really have a lot of motivation on their sideline right now for Ottawa Fury FC. Really trying to get their fashion here in the midfield once again and try and work their way forward as they do here.
Here's Tiago, gets it ahead, Oliveira in space, 30 yards from goal. Oliveira out wide on the left, a little too much on it for more Sam. This will go out right near the corner flag for a Charleston throw, 84th minute, 1-1.
Yeah, just a bit too much pace on it there from Oliveira to more Sam, but you would have liked to see him continue that run, as I think he would have had enough room to keep it in play down near the corner flag.
Oliveira. Here's Valfal. Karl Howarth on the right. Trying to cut inside. Good ball. Back to goal, the shot by Tiago, and he'll win a corner. It took a deflection.
That was a great delivery into a dangerous area from Karl Howarth, and Tiago did well to get it under control and then try and turn and shoot in the same motion. Takes a deflection off the defender, and now a set piece coming for the Fury.
Near corner flag, right-footed Inswinger from the captain, Karl Howarth. Fury pushing bodies into the Charleston penalty area. 6 of them. 5 inside the 6-yard box. 85th minute. Fans urging on. Fury on this set piece. Karl Howarth steps up, delivers the in-swinging corner, comes towards the back post. Meyer Gare keeps it alive, and it comes into the middle for Charlie Ward. Back to Nana Decorah, center circle. Plays it forward to Valfal. On Obasi. More Sam. Here's Obasi. 5 minutes plus stoppage time remaining. Will we see a winner before extra time? As it comes wide right for Karl Howarth. 25 yards from goal. Howarth moves it into the middle. Oliveira takes a touch, but Charleston in possession, and Nelson launches this near the halfway line. Header won by Obasi. Fury get it back. Chested down by Sam. Oliveira, one touch, foul. Now to Sam. Trying to cut into the middle, more Sam. Lays it off, good pass. It comes free to Haji Berry. Oh, what a chance. Now the shot, scooped up by the keeper, Kosminski. Fury with numerous chances there to take the lead in the 86th. Kosminski keeps it out, we're tied 1-1.
A flurry of chances there from Ottawa. Berry couldn't get a shot. Oliveira couldn't get there in time, and then falls effort from distance, not enough on it, albeit bobbled by Kosminski with both Tiago and Morsam there. A flurry of opportunities in front of Kosminski, but Ottawa can't find that final opportunity. And an update from City Field. Tajuri has equalized for NYCFC. And also in the 85th minute, or I should say 86th minute in North Carolina, 2-2. It remains between North Carolina FC and Birmingham Legion after Zachary Harryville equalized for the visitors.
87th minute, 1-1 the score.
63% possession for Ottawa in the second half alone. Now up to 60% on the match overall. They put themselves in the right position. They just need to convert on these opportunities.
And here could be another one. More Sam trying to chip it forward, and good position for Mueller.
Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered. Haji Berry was about 3-4 yards offside. As once again, you look at how in sync Jared Van Schaik and Taylor Mueller have been tonight.
Charleston looking for a foul. They're not getting it. And Fury push forward on the counter. Here's Haji Berry. On the right, Kevin Oliveira with some space in front of him, 30 yards from goal. Oliveira, the shot, it takes a deflection, goes right to Kosminski, and he's able to keep it out as the deflection really took a lot off that strike.
Yeah, again, appreciate the effort, but you'd be hard-pressed to beat Kosminski from there. He was well positioned as it was, and he had Howarth breaking down that right channel in space.
Second sub for Charleston will be Vincenzo Candela, the Colombian. As Howarth gives up possession. Higashi. Fury. Win it back. Tiago wins the free kick, and here comes that second sub on. As out goes Nico Rittmeyer, replaced by Vincenzo Candela.
Candela, the Colombian, has 2 assists on the year for the Charleston Battery.
So both teams have used 2 and have 1 remaining. As we now enter the 90th minute here at TD Place. Ottawa Fury FC 1, Charleston Battery 1. Winner moves on to the Eastern Conference quarterfinals. Loser will see their season end here tonight. Here's Karl Howarth, good touch, and tried to give it a go with the left foot, but he is unable to hit the target. It will be a goal kick for Charleston here in the 90th.
Still 2-2 between North Carolina and Birmingham. Austin Bold have got off on the right foot at home tonight. Tomasi in the 9th minute has Austin up 1-0 on LA Galaxy 2. It remains 1-1 in New York between NYCFC and Toronto FC.
Well, we're hearing just 2 minutes of stoppage time, a minimum of 2 minutes of stoppage time to be added on. So unless there is a stoppage time winner with 5 seconds left in the 90, then extra time will be needed here this evening. And there is the fourth official putting up his board with the official word of 2 minutes to be added on. Will there be late drama here at TD Place? Ball over the top for Howarth, unable to keep this in play near the corner flag. And Charleston, deep in their own half, will earn a throw. Sent forward towards Haji Berry. Berry's able to win possession. Here's Haji Berry. Comes back. And it's Obasi. Charlie Ward. Obasi halfway line. Head on the left, foul. He's fouled. 2nd minute of stoppage time. 92nd minute here at TD Place.
Just gets his toe stepped on there. I don't think it was necessarily intentional from Nelson, just as he was trying to step in, his foul cut into the middle of the park. Nonetheless, a set piece opportunity quite well from distance, but Howarth with the opportunity to deliver something in to the penalty area.
Here's the delivery from Karl Howarth. Flicked on, oh, back post. No one was covering Thomas Meyer-Gare, who does keep it in play. Back to Thiago. Now it's Kevin Oliveira, just seconds left here in the second half. Cross dealt with by Nelson, but not cleared. Foul. Can he get a shot here? His shot is blocked. Nelson clears it. That should do it. But Charleston, with time remaining, Zico Lewis lays it off on the left. Good tracking back by Kevin Oliveira. There goes the second half whistle. Extra time coming up here at TD Place. It's been thrilling stuff here tonight. And if you're a fan of either team, boy, I'm sure your heart is probably somewhere near your throat.
Mine is
1-1 the score as Charleston opened the scoring in the 27th minute through Kotaro Hagashi, and Ottawa equalized. More Sam converting a feed from Onwo Obasi, and we have got another 30 minutes of football to help decide it, and if that doesn't decide it, well, it's off to penalties.
Well, it seems quite fitting. This is exactly where we were 1,445 days ago tonight.
You count your leap days in there?
It's all counted. It's all accounted for. November 8th, 2015. It was 1-1 through 90 minutes here at TD Place between Ottawa Fury FC and Minnesota United FC. And of course, it was Tom Heineman who scored the winner in that one that helped Ottawa prevail to the Soccer Bowl that year. And now the question, who will step up to play hero for either side tonight? And it was such a flurry of opportunities for Ottawa in that closing 10-15 minutes of that second half. But then when you saw that opportunity right on the cusp of that final whistle, a 4-on-2 for Charleston, and thankfully for the tracking back of Kevin Oliveira, no harm done. And we'll have half an hour of extra time.
All right, here's Tyler McDonald from the Fury Huddle.
Both sides, Fury FC, have a lot of motivation on their sideline. Team morale up in their huddle. More Sam, Charlie Ward getting a little stretch out for possible cramp issues, of course, with an extra 30 minutes. These teams will be looking to make sure they keep their legs for the extra time. On the Charleston side, it looks like Ian Svantesson will be coming in for Charleston, not confirmed just yet, but he was getting ready and warmed up on the Charleston sideline. Very tight at hell, very calm on the Charleston Battery side. Feel like they have the belief that they can come out and win this game in extra time. Much more calm Charleston team compared to Ottawa Fury FC in terms of where everyone is stationed mentally, and it's very interesting to see how the leaders will pick up for both these sides. Possible another sub coming up here for Charleston Battery. It looks like Romain Pigot will be coming in for Charleston. Back to you guys.
So it will be Romario Pigot, the former Panama Youth International. And he's going to replace the goal scorer, Kotaro Hagashi. If you're Ottawa, I think that's you're kind of happy Hagashi's leaving the proceedings.
He's had a very strong game tonight, but Romario Pigot, 3 goals, 3 assists for the Panamanian so far this season. And you could tell that both managers kind of, as that second half wore on, knowing that you don't want to burn all 3 subs when you likely have an extra half hour to be played. Erring on the side of caution, so Mike Anhauser bites first and will make the substitution heading in to extra time. Nikola Popovic still with one option at his disposal. Choose from Jamar Dixon, Robert Boscovich, Jeremy Gagnon-Lapare, or the local youngster Antoine Couplin.
91st minute. Here at TD Place. And extra time underway. Fury moving left to right. With their black and red kits, the black shorts and black socks. It's the white kits, the black shorts, and the white socks for the visiting Battery. As Fury gained possession. Here's a ball in for Val Foul. Takes a bounce. Hadji Barry couldn't get to it before Kosminski. Wow, that would have been 20 seconds into extra time. As Fury win possession back to Meyer Gare and now to the keeper, Callum Irving. Scoreboard operators trying to get me to work my my math here in extra time. But it is the 91st minute. Sent forward as it comes to Kevin Oliveira. He draws a foul. That'll be just a little left of center and 30 yards from goal.
And an upset story, AJ, in the making in North Carolina. J.J. Williams has scored for the expansion Birmingham Legion. They are up 3-2 deep into stoppage time there.
Well, if that result holds, they're headed to Pittsburgh, which means the winner here would be going to Nashville. So will we see Karl Howarth give it a go from this distance? This is about 30 yards out. And again, just a little left of center. More Sam is there. Kevin Oliveira is there. Oliveira's moved away. So it will be either more Sam in the left foot or it'll be the right-footed Karl Howarth. Put my money on Karl to give this a go. 93rd minute. Karl Howarth, free kick, hits the wall. Now Howarth puts it back up into the air on the edge of the 6. It's grabbed by the keeper, Kosminski.
It's now a final in North Carolina and an impressive night for the Birmingham Legion. 3-2 winners on that stoppage time goal from J.J. Williams.
So, both these teams, I'm sure they don't know on the pitch, but we know the opposition of the winner as this shot from distance goes well over the bar and out for a goal kick. Giving that a go. A.J. Patterson, goal kick coming up. Winner's going to Nashville.
Looking for a Music City miracle.
This will be a Charleston throw.
And really, like, whoever you were facing, you're talking about two sides that had the best second half of the season, if you will, in the USL. Nashville looked good to start and then a bit of a
good
lull.
Ball. Flag is down and the finish does not match the ball from Pigot.
Well, Howarth was back to cover and Pigot was still going to have to do a lot to beat Callum Irving, and really that was his only option, was to try and find something at the back post. He couldn't find the target. But a good opportunity for the visitors there.
Pigot with a great ball and Dante Marini unable to finish as Fury look to answer. Here's Kevin Oliveira, cuts inside, lays it off more Sam, little back heel, but comes back to him. More Sam now to Val Foul.
Again, they have to be more clinical with their touches around the Charleston penalty area. Appreciate the flick-ons there, but
this is shepherded out for a goal kick by Nana Decorah.
Well, and in New York, 1-1 it remains between Toronto FC and NYCFC as extra time looming there.
95th minute here. 1-1, winner goes to Nashville. Loser sees their season end here in Canada's capital tonight. On Obasi. Wins a throw. One thing we have not seen is a penalty shootout in Ottawa Fury FC history. This is their second game going to extra time, which they won the NASL semifinal over Minnesota United 4 years ago. Here's Hadji Barry. Comes into the middle. It's Kevin Oliveira. Charlie Ward. Tiago. Across for Val Fowl. Ball goes off Hadji Barry. Karl Howarth follows up. Hadji Barry. Kevin Oliveira. 25 yards from goal, into the middle for Charlie Ward. Now to Val Fowl. Wide left on Obasi. Val Fowl. Charlie Ward. Foul back to Meyer Gare, center circle. Fury holding possession here early in first half of extra time. 97th minute, 1-1. Charlie Ward. Karl Howarth back inside his own half at Decorah. Thomas Meyer Gare. Wide left, Obasi. Meyer Gare. Deep over the top. Can Howarth keep it in play? He does. With the cross that's flicked on and outside the box. Comes back to Hadji Barry through foul. Into the middle, more Sam with a turn. Too many white shirts. Comes back and the shot from Charlie Ward misses from distance. It'll be a goal kick. Good run of possession for Fury. And in the 97th and now 98th minute here at TD Place, it remains 1-1.
Again, Ottawa moving the ball well. They do get some penetration in there to more Sam. Unable to make the turn, and then it comes out to Charlie Ward. Could only hit it on the volley, but unable to find the target.
Here's Tyler McDonald, pitch side. Tyler.
AJ down here on pitch side. Not a lot of instruction coming from both teams. It feels like just a lot of anxiety happening here on both these benches. A lot of watching and waiting to see who's going to break this game open. We'll see who will make the impact first, as a frustration now on the Ottawa Fury sideline.
Tiago called for the foul. Would need a second look at that. First glance, it didn't look like there was much in it. And Ottawa will want to throw back. Nelson's ball a little awry. Charleston able to win possession back. Here's Angelo Kelly. Candela. Comes on the left, Marini. The cross comes in. It's easily grabbed by Callum Irving, and he'll quickly launch it into the Charleston half. Can more Sam create some havoc? It comes to Nelson, and Charleston has possession halfway line. Little step over from Pigot. Not buying it was Onwo Obasi, and he's got the ball right now for Fury. 99th minute, 1-1. Ward for Meyer Gare. Back to Callum Irving. Now Nana Decorah. Forced to get that out of play. Some pressure on him. And it'll be a Charleston throw just inside the Fury half.
Colleague Gordon Smith giving me an update. It didn't show up on my screen yet, but Alejandro Pozuelo. Stoppage time penalty kick conversion in New York. 2-1 TFC.
We'll see if two Canadian teams can advance in their respective leagues here tonight. So it's push forward on the right, Karl Howarth. Lays it off for Oliveira. Tiago gives up possession. Angelo Kelly. Two players tracking back. It's won by Oliveira. Fury look to push the pace here. It's Obasi. Halfway line. Slows it down. Charlie Ward. Nana Decorah. Foul just inside the Charleston half. Thomas Meyer Gare. Wide left on Obasi. Links up with more Sam. It comes back to Meyer Gare. Cross for Decorah. Karl Howarth. Nana Decorah. Ahead towards Hadji Berry. Closed off. And just played back to Decorah. This Fury of dominated possession here in stoppage time. We're about to enter the 102nd minute. Still tied 1-1. Good ball down the left. Here's Zico Lewis with the cross, and that's cleared away.
Well, and that's a player that I'm sure Charleston would like to see more of here in extra time. We saw a lot of Zico Lewis in that opening half and at the heart of so many of those first half opportunities from the Battery. You didn't see as much of him, a lot more withdrawn, playing in more of a defensive role in that second half as Charleston just waited and pushed on their counterattacks.
Great work by Obasi to win that ball for Fury. Back heel from Hadji Berry. More Sam goes down. Referee waves play on. Here's Hadji Berry trying to lay it off for Oliveira, but didn't get there. And Charleston in possession. It's Nelson on the right. He'll send it forward, and Meyer Gare able to clear that off the foot of Boswa for a Charleston throw coming now in the 113th minute. Ottawa Fury FC 1, Charleston Battery 1. Another throw coming up for the visitors. What did I say? 103rd minute. Be nice if that was up on the board.
Austin Bold remain in front 1-0 over LA Galaxy 2. And of course we mentioned a final in North Carolina tonight. NCFC defeated by the expansion Birmingham Legion 3-2 on a 93rd minute winner from JJ Williams.
Oh, good cross here, and Callum Irving able to deal with that as that ball came in from Vincenzo Candela. Meyer Gare looking for Zico Lewis. Irving head towards Howarth. Headers won by Patterson. Headed right back by Nana Decorah. And Charleston have it just inside the Fury half. On the left, it's Marini. Good work by Decorah, sends it out right into the supporters section. And it'll be a Charleston throw in the 104th minute. So a Charleston throw, AJ Patterson. It's chested down. Marini's ball cut off by Ward. And they're able to dispossess Angelo Kelly. Here comes Ottawa on the counter. Hadji Berry now to Onwo Bassi's closed down. Looks like a foul against Charleston. And that is the call.
Yeah, good work by Obasi to thwart off the pressure from Angelo Kelly, who got a bit too ambitious after some good pressure to force Obasi to turn back inside his own half. But Obasi with that big frame does so well to shield the ball when in possession.
Not expecting any stoppage time here in the first half of extra time. So another 30 seconds before they change ends. Here's Karl Howarth on the right. Lays it towards Berry, over his head, goes out for a goal kick.
And the upset in New York complete tonight. Toronto FC 2-1 winners over NYCFC.
They will play either Atlanta or Philadelphia in the Eastern Conference Final. The winner here will play Nashville in the Eastern Conference quarterfinal on Saturday. And it will be decided in the next 15 minutes or from the spot, as that's the end of first half extra time. 105 minutes in the book, 15 minutes to go. Ottawa Fury FC 1, Charleston Battery 1. All the scoring coming in the first half. Kotaro Higashi opening the proceedings in the 27th minute. And more Sam equalizing in the 40th on a great pass from Obasi. Well, what do you want to see here in this second half of extra time, Graham?
I'd like to see a goal, preferably from the team in black and red, but I'd say keep doing what you're doing. You do have to be so careful at this stage of the game when you're dealing with some tired legs that there's not too many risks taken. And when we've seen what Charleston has brought in the second half and now into extra time, they want to create their opportunities from the counter attack. I think a bit more patience when Ottawa has the ball in the attacking third. We've seen some good movement, and again, you want to find that opportunity, but I think they're going to be hard pressed finding something from 20 plus yards out, safe for a set piece. Maintain possession. It's worked from them so far. The chances are coming. And we'll hear if Tyler McDonald has heard anything further in instructions from pitch side.
Here's Tyler.
Thanks, guys. And from pitch side, Charleston Battery looking to have more of a putting the pressure on, a lot of quick movements going forward for the Charleston Battery, trying to get their team rallied away. Again, very calm at halftime. The Charleston Battery are there to try and come out with this game with a win for them. For on the Ottawa Fury FC side, Coach Nikola Popovich really talking to Charlie Ward and his top three in More Sam, Kevin Oliveira, and Haji Berry, as look for Charlie Ward as a holding midfielder to send the ball over top. That's kind of what the direction they were going for, send the ball over top to the top three and try to get behind the Charleston Battery back four. Second half, extra time action to you guys.
Thanks, Tyler. As Charleston kick things off with possession here to start in the second half of extra time in their white kits and the black shorts and white socks, moving left to right. If you're in their black and red kits, black shorts, black socks, moving right to left. Here's Marini for Charleston on the left with the cross, a good one, and it's deflected just wide. Getting the touch on that was Bossy. Flag was up anyways for offside. Bossy doesn't like it, doesn't matter. As it's Callum Irving playing it into the Charleston half. Header from Nelson. More Sam with a touch. All foul. Charlie Ward. Center circle, Nana Decorah. Head on the right towards Karl Howarth. Closed down. And it'll be a goal kick. Good work from AJ Patterson.
The other thing to note, Ottawa still with one substitute remaining in this match. And we'll see if Nikola Popovich elects to make a move. Sorry, I am corrected by our producer. They do have two subs, obviously, with going to extra time. They do have that additional substitute to make. So that would leave two to the disposal of Nikola Popovich, one still available to Mike Anhauser, and I would imagine if the scoreline stays as it does, you're likely to see Ian Svanteson coming into this game.
Fury win a throw here. Van Schaik setting this out of touch. Karl Howarth comes across to take it in the 108th minute. More Sam. Thiago. His ball takes a deflection right to goal. Kosminski's got it. Not quite the end-to-end action we saw towards the end of the second half, and obviously some tired legs, big reason for that.
Tired legs and just that cautious mindset that I'm sure both teams have at this stage of the match.
Howarth plays it forward. It's taken by Patterson on the left now. It's Zico Lewis with the cross off Decorah. It'll be a Charleston corner in the 109th minute. So Zico Lewis will take this far corner flag. It'll be a left-footed outswinger and tries to play it short. It's read well by Charlie Ward. Howarth plays it forward, too far for Ward, and Howarth able to win it back. And this will go out for a Charleston throw now inside their own half. Are we going to see penalties for the first time in Ottawa Fury FC history? I'm not sure I can handle calling a penalty shootout.
I'll get Tyler to do it from pitch side.
Comes free and Lewis wins it for Charleston. Quick little 1-2 with Bossy. Here's Lewis down the left with a cross. That's cleared away by Meyer. Gare. It'll be a throw. Marini gets this into play. 10 minutes of extra time remaining. Sent towards the back post. Read well by Obasi. Charleston with another throw. Worked in by Piggle. And it's launched back into the Charleston half. Kosminski. Pressured a little from Hadji Barry. Wanted to make sure he got that back into his penalty area before scooping it up. Now we'll send it into the Fury half. Thiago goes up for the header, as does Patterson. Second ball comes through to Marini, and it will be another Charleston throw. Free kick won by Ottawa inside their own half.
Yeah, Meyer Gare took a hard knock, and he is in a fair bit of discomfort on the pitch, reaching at his lower back. He went hard to the turf.
Well, if you have to make a change there, and it looks like he's going to be okay. He's up and back going.
Explaining his side of the story to David Barry, as you can see. Oh yeah, he just gets the knock in the back after it was cleared away.
We do have a central defender available in Robert Boscovich off the bench. Here's Meyer Gare though. Plays this down the left towards Kevin Oliveira. Can he keep this in play? He does, but Nelson recovers to win it back for Charleston, and we'll send it back into the Fury half. Meyer Gare troubled, but very important header across for Decorah. And Fury look to attack, but Charleston in possession. Marini. Let's move forward towards Bossy. Good tracking back from Karl Howarth,
Great
and
work.
Howarth able to win it. You can hear what that means to the crowd here. Just terrific work right there from the captain, Karl Howarth. It's a Fury throw in the 113th minute. 1-1 is the score as Thiago plays it back to Nana Decorah. Here's Charlie Ward. Obasi. Meyer Gare for Ward. Thomas Meyer Gare. Ahead on the left. Foul chasing after it. And this goes out. Goal kick. Charleston, 114th minute. 1-1 the score. Penalties looming.
Who do you send out?
That's why I'm up here. Foul, how's that?
Well, for sure, you're going with the guys out of your front three right now. Foul being number 4, and you'd think the captain, Karl Howarth, would be your 5 for Ottawa. In terms of Mike Anhauser, I think it's a no-brainer with Zico Lewis. Arthur Bossua would be for sure the second. And I'm guessing that you're then looking to Marini, Pagot, perhaps Angelo Kelly. Candela can likely get behind 1-2.
There's Oliveira right now. Can we avoid penalties? Oliveira now to more Sam. On the right, it's Thiago. Karl Howarth. Thiago into the middle, the turn from Oliveira. Lays it off for foul just outside the penalty area. Obasi on the left. Onwo Obasi. Let's move back to the halfway line. Thomas Meyer Gare. Charlie Ward. Nana Decorah. Karl Howarth on the right. Hadji Berry, great touch. More Sam looking to return the favor, but it's broken up, and Charleston look to counter. It's played up on the left flank. Flag is down. Zico Lewis inside the Ottawa penalty area. Zico Lewis with a cross, and it comes to goal, and Callum Irving has it as it took a deflection off Thomas Meyer Gare. And Fury push forward on the counter themselves. Karl Howarth with a run, and he's able to win a free kick inside the Charleston half.
You see the first card of the game after Howarth was pulled back on that play. There's your end-to-end action that you wanted, AJ. Just another determined run.
Minute.
My goodness. Dante Marini goes into the books for that tug on Karl Howarth.
Yeah, the first player to be booked here today in the 116th minute. And Karl Howarth eyeing up this free kick. Good 45 yards from goal. Here's the delivery. Flicked on, and this will be a corner now for Ottawa. Now in the 117th minute. Fans continue to urge on this Fury team. Can they find a way to get a late goal before penalties and send themselves to the Music City on Saturday? Nashville SC awaiting the winner of this play-in game here tonight. Right-footed in-swinging corner coming from the captain, Karl Howarth, here in the 117th minute. As the referee, David Berry, trying to organize things inside the penalty area.
Something going on there at the near post, and Moore Sam was at the heart of it for Ottawa. And I don't know what was said to Moore Sam from Mueller, but he was absolutely incensed about it. And now David Berry being called over. Moore Sam goes into the books with a yellow card. And it looks like there'll be more cards coming here. We've got another official coming into the fray as Andre Pickler's come in off his line to help support David Berry in getting things calmed. And another yellow card giving out there. I couldn't tell if that one was to Kyle Nelson or if it went to another one of the Charleston defenders.
All right, well, all that matters right now is Ottawa's got a corner in the 118th minute now, and it will be Karl Howarth. Near corner flag, it'll be a right-footed in-swinger, even Decorah coming in. You got 7 Ottawa players inside the 18-yard box of Charleston.
A lengthy conversation with Valfall and Moore Sam and official David Barry. Again, Sam going right back into that near post area where all this began some almost 2 minutes ago now.
All right.
Everyone
finally
crammed in at the near post.
119th minute corner from Karl Howarth. Flicked on and right towards the keeper. And Joe Kosminski has it. Ottawa did get ahead to that. Was that Decorah who got his head to it?
Yeah, Decorah was able to. I think the intention was to bring it back across the face of the 6-yard box, but he went down after the play, as did Angelo Kelly, who remains down, clutching his right ankle. And a game that for the most part has been relatively tame has certainly been ratcheted up a notch here in the last 5 minutes. As we see on the replay, everyone making that run to the near post. Decorah gets it on target. Kosminski makes the save. Oh, and it was just the way that, I don't know if Decorah came down on Angelo Kelly there, and then a collision between Kosminski and...
Get up, Angelo.
Yeah, you did see on the replay, really no contact there whatsoever. And hearing that, yeah.
Well, Ian Svantesson will be the final Charleston player coming on.
Well, no surprise there when, with penalties looming, you're going to bring on a man who scored 4 goals for you this season. And yeah, nothing there at all. Gagnon Laporet and Boscovich getting ready to come into this match for Ottawa Fury FC.
Well, here's confirmation of the sub. Out goes Angelo Kelly. In comes Ian Svantesson. Nice to see Angelo Kelly join PC in the Play Acting Hall of Fame.
To our surprise, only 2 minutes of additional time being awarded here. We'll see if that changed after the last situation with Angelo Kelly, but we had that skirmish at the near post and a couple other delays here in this second frame of extra time.
So Gagnon Laporet and Boscovich will come in. It'll be Onwo Obasi coming off. And he gets a well-deserved round of applause. And also Nana Decorah comes off as he's replaced by Robert Boscovich. So both teams have used all 4 subs. Well, we should have 2 minutes starting now of stoppage time here at the end of 120. As it's launched by Callum Irving. Running onto it, Kevin Oliveira. Oliveira left-footed shot! Oh, what an effort that was from Kevin Oliveira. Didn't miss by much, but he did put it over the bar. It will be a goal kick here for Charleston. That was almost a goal right at the death here at TD Place from Ottawa Fury's Kevin Oliveira.
Oh, it landed perfectly to the feet, set up for him nicely off the turf, hits it on the half volley, and just sends it up and over the bar here.
Apparently it's Val Foul and Zico Lewis who got those yellow cards. I thought more Sam was given the yellow. Anyways, doesn't matter. Jeremy Gagnon-Lapierre sends it forward on the right. More Sam trying to keep this in play. He was clearly grabbed. This will be a free kick for Ottawa. This will be a free kick. Far touchline, Karl Howarth. This will be about 30 yards out. Far touchline. Do they have some late magic, or are we going to penalties? Here we go, Karl Howarth. At the end of extra time, it drops. More Sam, the shot is stopped, and the rebound is cleared away by Kosminski. More Sam had the game and this playoff match at his feet and just couldn't hit the back of the net. It will be an Ottawa corner. Karl Howarth.
Well, you look at that delivery, falls right to more Sam, left-footed effort. Can't get it clean, and Kosminski punches it away.
Karl Howarth with the corner, and it's knocked away, and there's the final whistle. We're heading to penalties. For the first time in Ottawa Fury FC history, a game will be decided by penalty kicks. 1-1 after 120 minutes. Fury with the better opportunities. Charleston started the better team in the first half hour, but I think you'd have to say for the last 90 minutes it's been Ottawa Fury FC's game. They just couldn't beat Joe Kosminski, who's probably his best save was that last one off of more Sam.
Well, Kosminski for sure has been the reason why the Charleston Battery remain in this game and why it's going to penalties. And it was billed as what was going to be a historic match tonight, and they weren't joking in what they promised from Ottawa Fury FC. And goalkeeper coach Carlos Lima with some instructions to his goalkeeper Callum Irving. And we'll see who Nikola Popovic sends out as he and his assistant coach Victor Apong going over everything right now as to who they will send out as they get the names written down here. And what a half hour of extra time here at TD Place. Waves of action both ways, but for Ottawa Fury FC, the bulk of the opportunities. We saw one from Kevin Oliveira that was hit on the half volley over the bar, and that looked like it could well be that final chance until more Sam had that glorious opportunity right there at the end. And we'll now head down pitch side and hear Tyler McDonald as we are on the cusp of going to penalties.
Thank you very much, guys. And atmosphere has calmed down a little bit here on pitch side as the captains are just trying to figure out who's going to be shooting first. It looks like it'll be Ottawa Fury FC who will be shooting first, and it'll be the net closest to the Jumbotron here at TD Place. So Fury will shoot first. Charleston will have to respond in what Fury do, and we'll have to wait and see who the shooters are going to be because both these teams have just played fantastic so far in this game. Some interesting subs coming in for Fury FC, of course. The latter parts there, Jeremy Gagnon-Lapierre and Robert Boskich coming on primarily to take these penalties, so you would think they could have an appearance for Fury FC. Up to you guys for penalties.
Thanks very much, Tyler, and yeah, certainly a fun night for you, I'm sure, to be down there on the touchline, especially in that half hour of extra time. Lots of drama, lots of excitement. And now it'll be everybody with their heart in their throat as we go to penalties, and it looks as though Val Foul will be first to take for Ottawa Fury FC.
So it'll be to our broadcast left. Ottawa up first, Val Foul will be the first of 5 penalty takers. Here we go. Val foul against Joe Kosminski, steps up and hits it. It's 1-0. As Val foul goes top left, Kosminski went the other way. An unstoppable penalty no matter what. And Fury get the first spot kick to go.
Great finish from Val Foul. Always respect the guy who tries to lift it on a penalty. Clinical finish from the man who was so dangerous from the mark for Ottawa. And no surprise, Zico Lewis looking to respond for the battery.
So first penalty taker for Charleston is their top scorer, Zico Lewis, up against Callum Irving, stepped up, left foot, and he sends Irving the wrong way, goes low to his right, and both teams have scored their first from the spot. Karl Howarth is up, the captain for Ottawa Fury. Joe Kosminski on his line. David Berry blows his whistle. Howarth sends Kosminski the wrong way, goes left, gets the crowd going. 2-1 Ottawa here in penalties.
Clinical from the captain. Kosminski goes the wrong way. Howarth with a strong finish. Advantage Ottawa.
Arthur Bossawa, the South African. Second penalty taker for Charleston, and a shot goes in. Both teams 2 for 2. Sends Irving the wrong way, goes left. And it's 2-2. Here comes Haji Berry.
Bossawa certainly looked favored to score different points of this game for Charleston and makes good from the penalty spot. And now Haji Berry joined this club 2/3 the way through the season, and once he got going, he proved how talented of a player he was. Can he send Ottawa in front here?
Haji Berry to put Ottawa in front 3-2. Steps up and he scores! Top corner, top left. Kosminski guessed the right way, but no one was stopping that one. 3-2 Ottawa.
Power and confidence from Haji Berry, and he emphatically put that penalty home. Advantage Ottawa, and now Marini looking to respond for the battery.
Dante Marini to tie it with his left foot, and he sends Irving the wrong way, goes low left, and both teams are 3 for 3.
Now it's the goal scorer for Ottawa Fury FC, Moore Sam, who also had that opportunity late in extra time, stoppage time, but was denied by Kosminski. Will now look to send Ottawa in front once again.
Fourth up for Ottawa, the Senegalese sensation Moore Sam with his left foot, and he hit the bar, he hit the crossbar. He sent Kosminski the wrong way, and he chipped it off the bar. Advantage Charleston.
Oh, a tough miss for Moore Sam, and you could tell that the scouting report for Fury was to go high, and it's been working very well for them. Unfortunately for Sam, that one kisses off the crossbar and stays out. Svantesson now for Charleston.
Ian Svantesson, and it's 4-3. Irving guessed the right way, but Svantesson put it right inside the post. And now Ottawa needs to score, and Thiago will step up to try and extend Ottawa Fury FC's season and force Charleston to hit their 5th penalty. Here it goes. Thiago. Short run up, and he scores. Keeps Ottawa alive. Top corner, Kosminski guessed the right way, but top left. It goes in from Thiago. Ottawa connects on 4 of their 5 spot kicks. And here comes Jared Van Schaik to try to send Charleston into the Eastern Conference quarterfinals in Nashville.
And Shake has scored 3 times for Charleston this year. Don't forget, Irving's been good from the penalty spot as well.
Here we go for the win. Van Schaik steps up and he scores. Guessing the right way was Callum Irving. It was low and right from Van Schaik, just inside the post. Charleston hits all 5 of their penalty kicks. Moore Sam saw his agonizingly go off the crossbar, and that's the difference. Fury better through 120 minutes, but Charleston gets the job done on penalties, and they go through to Nashville as Ottawa's season comes to a heartbreaking conclusion here tonight at TD Place.
Well, that is the heartbreak of playoff soccer. And you hit the nail on the head. Through 120 minutes, Ottawa Fury FC was the better side on the night. But again, it was some of those missed chances that unfortunately have come back to haunt them here as the game goes to penalties. No errors from the Charleston battery. 5 for 5 from the penalty spot. Ottawa 4 for 5 with Moore Sam clipping the crossbar and it's staying out. And what was a very remarkable season for Ottawa Fury FC, returning to the playoffs for the first time since 2015, setting club records, scoring goals like we haven't seen, I don't think, ever in club history. Well, certainly the most ever in a season by a Fury side, and it all comes to end here against the team that this season started against, the Charleston Battery, all the way back in March. That one ended 1-1 that night in Charleston. It ended 1-1 here tonight, but it goes to penalties and the Battery come out victorious 5-4.
Back with our post-match show in a moment. This is Ottawa Fury FC Soccer.
These photos I had to dig for because I would hide from photos. I didn't want to be acknowledged. What I would say to my former self is just get started, just begin. Go into Good Life, meet with the trainer, go to a class, just start.
Come on, come on.
Come on, go make some friends.
It's so tough to give them a run in the city, but they really love it here. Be gentle, be gentle.
We're making friends. See the one that, well, it's just going in circles?
Yeah.
That's mine. Off!
Come on, time to go. Come here.
The all-new Crosstrek.
Come here. Now.
It's up for it.
Oh, no. Oh, there he goes.
I just shampooed him this morning.
There are 8 million kids in Canada. By the time I finish this sentence, 6 of us will be cyberbullied. By the end of the month, 1 million. Bullied. We're not okay with that.
Welcome back inside TD Place. AJ Jakubek, Graham Ivory with you as Ottawa Fury's season is over and in heartbreaking fashion. They finished 120 minutes tied 1-1 with Charleston Battery, but lose 5-4 on penalties. One penalty miss. It's from Moore Sam. It went off the woodwork. What can you say? I mean, sometimes it's a game of inches, and today the bounces go Charleston's way.
Well, we saw, unfortunately, if you remember back early in the season, Moore Sam missing a penalty on a game where he was looking for his hat trick there too. Look, it's tough, and as I said before, it's playoff soccer. It's tough. You never like seeing a game decided, at least I don't anyways, on penalty kicks. But the way that extra time was going, the chances were there. The finishes weren't coming from either side, and they could have played well into the night. But look, that's playoff soccer. You knew it was going to be a tight game. You could tell from the way that first half played out. And you got to give credit to the Charleston Battery in terms of what their game plan was. Executed it very well for their first half hour of this game. But that was a very good road game from a tremendously experienced manager.
So it's the end of the season for Ottawa Fury FC. Some ups and downs. I think if you look at today's game, though, you couldn't ask for much more out of Fury. They started a little bit slow, but you can't fault the effort and what they brought today. They just couldn't get that second goal.
Yeah, the chances were there, and I think that's why coming into today's game you were so excited. You saw what was training this week, and you said, wow, like that's the best starting 11 you could pick. If you got to choose, that's who you'd say you want out there. You had that. It took a little while for Ottawa to get into their rhythm, and once they did, they got that goal from Sam quite quickly when they found their feet, and then dominance in that second half, and for the better part of both 15-minute stanzas of extra time. But really when it came down to it, and Tyler's talked about this many times this year, just about finishing those chances. The chances were certainly there. They just couldn't find that second goal, and really that perhaps might be the story of this entire season. Why they finished where they did, some of their struggles at different points, it was that second goal. And maybe just that's the missing piece. One more quality score, and don't get me wrong, they had some quality strikers at their disposal this season. But that second goal seemed to be the one thing that eluded them on too many nights, and certainly something that eluded them here tonight, and that's why we ended up in penalties and falling to defeat.
All right, let's have a look at the final match stats here this evening. The shots 17-8 for Ottawa, just 4 on target to 2 for Charleston. They had 62% possession to 38, so statistically Ottawa the better team on the night, and they certainly looked like the team, if anyone was winning it in the 90 and in the 120, it was going to be Ottawa Fury, but Charleston hung out, hung on, and basically got the job done on penalties, and it's 2 upsets in the East tonight. Birmingham's going to Pittsburgh after upsetting North Carolina FC, and Ottawa going home, Charleston going to Nashville. So 8 teams remaining in the chase to see who's going to the USL final.
And one of the things you look at in that stat, 17 shots for Ottawa, but just 4 on target. And I think that really just shows the defensive game that Charleston played, protecting the top of the 18-yard box. A lot of efforts were from distance, and even the ones that Ottawa was able to get away in the penalty area, including that last one from Sam, just unable to find the target. We saw some very near misses tonight, and I think that was really reflected in that stat sheet.
All right, final thought from you on a 2019 campaign from Ottawa Fury.
Yeah, look, I think there's a lot of positives to build on, and you hope that a good composition of this squad will be returning back for next season, and you got to give hats off to Julian de Guzman now, his second season as general manager, and the quality that he was able to bring in this offseason. The likes of Val Fowl and Cristiano Francois and Charlie Ward, and kind of 2/3 of the way through the season, well, you saw even more Sam, and then you have Haji Berry joining the club as well, and the caliber of player that was brought in. But I think even more importantly, being able to wave that Canadian flag, and you look at the number of nights where there was 5, if not 6 Canadian starters in the Ottawa lineup, and what that's done for Canadian soccer. So hats off to Julian de Guzman. And also from us, just the tip of the hat to a couple of people who have passed on throughout the course of the year. And James Vilfort, father of Jaden, who passed away during the season, who did so many wonderful things for soccer in the nation's capital. And to a former broadcast partner of ours, and Richard Stearns, we certainly miss him and what he brought to the game, to the beautiful game, for over 40 years in his career. We miss them both, and we thank them for everything that they did and brought to this game.
Well said, and we'd like to thank you, the good listener, the good viewer, for watching us or listening to us tonight on 580 CFRA, usually on TSN 1200, and of course via the stream and all across the United States as well on ESPN3 and the various platforms. It's been a fun year. It's been fun bringing it to you. Look forward to what should be a terrific 7th season of Ottawa Fury FC soccer in 2020. On behalf of our entire crew, our producer Colin Murphy, our entire awesome crew that worked throughout the season, for Gordon Smith and Tyler McDonald And Graham Ivory, I'm AJ Jakubek saying so long. Final score once again tonight, 1-1 after extra time, Ottawa Fury FC and Charleston Battery, and the Battery win at 5-4 on penalties. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and hope you have a terrific 2019.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.